Madariola, currently head of product e-settlement. And today, I've been looking forward to this day to just kind of engage our agents and also tell you about new things, new features that we've added to our own fantastic PayCentre solution. Most of you, I'm sure you are aware what PayCentre is all about. We are agency banking solution providers. And PayCentre, like you know today, is an agency banking solution that allows the banks and the other bank to get financial access as close as possible to them. Basically, we are more of like a neighboring bank, and we kind of just provide everything that you probably want to do in a banking note today. So from having to do your deposit to withdrawal to bill payment and all the major things you probably want to do in a bank. And for us, PayCentre is way more than that. It shouldn't just be about what you want to do in a bank. It should be like a culture, like a way of life. Your ability to say you want to receive payments from abroad, ability to say you want to pick up something from online stores and stuff like that. So we are building an infrastructure that will majorly allow or assist people to get as much as they can as closer to them as possible. Just like I said, your neighborhood bank. So far we've been cooking a lot of stuff, and I'm going to be running us through the new features we've added to PayCentre. And trust me, these features are amazing features. And the honest truth is we have not even started. Trust me. This is just the beginning. Quickly, we pushed an update last week, and that update came with a lot of features. And I'll touch on the first thing there that is actually key. So what we did to this application is we included what we call the signal bar, right? If you look at the application today, just at the top left, you see some sort of Wi-Fi kind of bar that allows you to see the signal strength. So we have identification as green. So green basically shows you that the network is very good, And I also have my own application here, so I'll be running you through my own application so you guys can have a feel of it. So if you have your application, you can as well just pick it up, try and see these new features. And trust me, if you have not updated your app, please go and update your app. You need to update your app. Right now, go to Play Store, search for PayCentre. You will see update button. Just click on your update button. You are good to go. You can start enjoying these amazing features. Like I said, the signal bar, very fantastic. It shows green when network is super good. And note, this signal bar works with cash out. But like I said, we are just starting. Once we're done with cash out, we help you have things like funds transfer. You can do your bills payments, can see the signal bar if bills payments are available at this point in time and stuff like that. But like we all know today, 70% of your transactions and agents will actually be a cash out transaction. So yeah, the signal bar will tell you if transaction is good to go or not. I can see people have started saying hello, people have started asking questions, but trust me, we are going to attend to as much questions as we can before the end of this show. So like I was saying, the signal bar, fantastic feature. One other thing we've also had, this one is super interesting. I know in the past we've had people talk about the support, inability to reach support, and having to call support. The numbers will go on ringing and all that. One thing we've added today is we would actually change our support line, and you don't even need to look for it anywhere. It is available on your application. This application is super important, and I'm going to be walking you through my phone. Just like we have it here, you can see these features. You can see the menu bar, and this menu bar, you can see different things. You can see my name. I don't want you people to see my wallet balance. You can see my name as an agent. You can see my agent code. Interestingly, 007, right? You can see different things. You can see the home page. You can see settings. You can see contact support, right? And if you click on contact support, you can do different things with support. So you can send an email to support. You can chat with our support. So the chat now works like a ticket, and I'm going to get there. Yeah. You can also click on call, right? So immediately you dial on call, automatically it goes into your phone dialer. So it just automatically makes a call. So you can see it on the background already. It's already making a call in the background. But I'm going to, so you can see this is the new phone number and immediately it rings out, and a lot of our customers are actually, fantastic. So unlike before that you just have a ring, now it just tells you agents are unavailable. But immediately these agents are available, it just automatically directs them to the most or the agent that is available, and that agent is there to assist you. In as much as I like the whole call feature, I trust you. What we are building in PayCentre is we are building an ecosystem where agents can even support themselves, right? Our solution is user friendly enough such that all of the things you need to call our support for, these things you can do them yourself. Just like I was explaining with the call, you can do different things like chat, you can do different things like email. So if you want to send an email to PayCentre, automatically just click on the email and it goes, right, and it sends an email. So it asks you which of these you want to use. The same thing happens for chat, but we're going to get there like I said earlier, right? And I didn't want you to see my wallet balance before, but you can see it now. And the withdrawal has a new look, right? So if you want to do a withdrawal transaction, like before, you most likely just see enter amount, then enter customer's phone number, then you click on continue. So it's a bit different today, and it's different in such a way that immediately you enter the amount, at that point in time, application just decides to select the amount. But this is the tricky part here. You can see that we have card and cardless rather. So if you want to do a card transaction, which is by default what most people do, but if you want to do a cardless transaction, then you have to click on cardless, right? Pretty straightforward. Then if you want to do card, the same thing. So the process still continues, just like you want to do your withdrawal transaction. Okay, so I'm saying that some people can't see my application, but I'll try and make sure that you guys get to see it. I don't know if you can see, just let me know. I know it's a bit, So just like I was saying, once you just do that, you click on your continue, the same flow happens. So in terms of that, nothing really changes, just in terms of the user experience, what you get to see when you are entering the amount page and the likes. One other thing we've also had is the ticketing platform. This ticketing platform, I love it so much. Like, it is a game changer. Trust me, if you have an issue and you want to log your ticket, don't stress yourself. Initially, we came with log as dispute. Fantastic solution. Log your dispute. If you do a cash out transaction, if customer gets debited, do not worry yourself, right? Do not worry yourself. Just go into your transaction history, just like I have it here. Just go to your transaction history, click on the transaction, and you can log that transaction as dispute. Note, there are specific type of transaction you can log as dispute, right? But for this ticketing thing, is a game changer, like I said, and it's not available for cash out transaction, which is withdrawal transaction, but it's available for every other type of transaction. So that is, you talk about funds transfer, you talk about agent transfer, you talk about bill payment and the likes, all those other transaction type. And I'm going to show you a very quick example here. So you can see I have a list of transactions, the failed transaction, successful transaction, and I'm going to pick this transaction, which is a agent transfer transaction, right? If I click on this agent transfer transaction, you can see what it's showing me. Normally you won't have, I don't know if you guys can see, but yeah. Sorry. So I don't know if you guys can see it, but this is what it looks like. Please let me know if you can see it. And you can see that you can log as tickets, right? Fantastic thing, interesting thing. And immediately if you click on log as tickets, you also have this application. You can see that it takes me to a page. What we've done here is to say that at that transaction, we are picking the transaction ID for you. We already know you as the agent that is sending the transaction, and you don't need to worry yourself with trying to input transaction ID or anything like that. All you just need to do is to tell our customer care people, or just put a message to this ticket. So for example, if it's, for example, things around, okay, I did a transfer, it's successful and customer hasn't gotten value, you just put your message in here. Customer hasn't gotten value. Customer yet to get value, right? Or token. You need a token. Please generate token. Provide token, right? And that's all you just need to do, right? Please provide token. You don't need to do anything. Don't bother yourself with imputing transaction ID and all of those things. So immediately you do that, you can then click on send, right? Immediately you send it, it tells you that this ticket, this is a confirmation that the ticket has been logged. I don't know if you all can see my screen. It's a bit difficult, but I'll try to make sure you can see it. Yeah. But if you have your app, if you have your application, please if you have your application, just try and do a test with it. If you have this kind of transactions, you need to start doing that now, right? And immediately you do that, you can see the auto message here. This is a confirmation that this ticket has gotten to our customer service guys, right? And it tells you that within the next 3 hours. And we are being sincere with you because we know that because of the number of tickets that are coming in, we have done our homework to say worst case scenario, an agent should be responded to at least within 3 hours. And like I said, you don't need to bother yourself. I've seen situations where I see agents say hello and you expect a response, and when we respond back, we say hi, how can I help you, and all of those things. This is going to save us time, right? You don't need to bother us with hello, just go straight to the point. This our support guys, they are there to make sure that you have the response as soon as possible. So what we have done with this is to say that send in the details, whatever it is. Immediately you log it as tickets, they have the information, they have the transaction ID they need, they have your agent ID, they have your phone number, they have your business name. So you don't need to bother yourself with all of that. Just input the information you need to input there. Just tell them what is wrong with the transaction, and within the next 3 hours, they would, between 2-3 hours, they would respond to you and you'll be fine. But like I said, most of these things are things that we want our agents to be doing themselves. With time, we expect that with your PayCentre experience or with your experience using PayCentre, you understand little things about this thing. So like I was saying earlier, when we started, we had a green. As you can see, it shows a red now, which means if I try to do a transaction, there's a 99% chance that transaction might actually be a failed transaction. It doesn't mean that that's how it's going to be for the rest of the day. But immediately the transaction becomes good to go, then you see a green. So all I can just do, I can keep refreshing to just show me when the transaction is green. And when it's green, you are good to go, trust me. And at green, you can do as much as you want to do. And that thing is, we've added wallet transfer, right? Wallet transfer, fantastic feature. I love this feature. And the reason we added wallet transfer is because we understand the pain of our agents. Today, we've been able to sign up as much as 20,000 agents, and that's just the beginning. Our PayCentre has a plan of making sure that the agent network is big enough. We want to, we want to be the number one in Africa, and that still remains. And one of the things we've done is to say that we understand the pattern in which our agents are playing. So we know that there are agents today that have more than one location. We have agents that have more than 2 or 3 locations. And we understand that at times they want to transfer money from one location to the other, right? And you don't really need to stress yourself. So what we've been able to do is to do what we call wallet transfer. So just the same way you have the menu, you can just swipe left, then you see wallet transfer, right? Wallet transfer works like agent-to-agent transfer, which now goes into your understanding of knowing your agent's code, your agent ID, right? For you to do an agent-to-agent transfer, all you need to know is your agent ID, right? Your agent ID is the same thing as your account number. And immediately you go into that, you click on wallet transfer, you can see what I can see. I don't know if you can see me, but so wallet transfer, you can see PC/AGT/state/ the number, right? In most cases, PC/AGT remains constant. So PC is like PayCentre, then agent, then state of the agent. So most likely is your state, then you put in the number. So PC, I'm going to do like an example here. PC/AGT, right? /LA/008. right? Don't forget, my own agent code is 007. So if I input 007, automatically it tells me I can't transfer funds to myself. I mean, ideally, I shouldn't be able to do that. So I inputted 008. So immediately I click on proceed. You can see the next thing is verification successful. So it comes back with the name of the agent. So for example, if you have agent B or you have 5 locations, all you just need to put there is the agent ID, right? And at that, you can now move money from that post to another post. So let's say, for example, at the end of the day, you have this location and you have another location, and for this location you have as much as 200,000, but for the other location you have just about 10,000 naira, and somebody is at the other location that wants to do a transfer of let's say 50,000 naira. So you can move value from location A to location B so that they can do that transfer easily from PayCentre instead of having to move money to another account and all of those things. So we are creating an ecosystem that allows our agents to move money from location A to location B easily. So this feature is fantastic. With time, I'm sure a lot of you will start to know and also benefit from this new amazing feature. So like I said, we've listed 3 things today. We've listed the signal bar that allows you to know when cash out signal is good. We've also listed the customer support, which is also the change of phone number, the change of the chat platform, which is now a ticketing platform, fantastic ticketing platform. You do not need to disturb yourself with imputing transaction ID. You do not need to do that. Immediately you go to the transaction, just click as log as ticket. Fantastic solution. Just impute the details of the transaction or information about the transaction, and our support guys will respond to you within the next 3 hours or less than that. And immediately they give you a response, it still goes into the ticketing platform. So you can as well go on this sidebar and go to my ticket, right? Immediately you go to my ticket, you can see all the messages you sent to them. So you can see I have 2 messages here. So I can just check if there's an update on the message. If there's no update, then you see that this just immediately there's an update, you see that automatically shows you that there's an information waiting for you there. Then let's say, for example, you don't even have it as a ticket, or you're trying to do something that is not ticket based. All you can do is you click on this ticket here and you can input information. So let's say, for example, for this one you don't have a transaction ID, or it's something that's totally different. All you need to do is open that ticket there. Then you can even attach information. If you want to attach things and send to us, you can do all of that here. Then you can also go back to just see what you have on your ticket, right? So yeah, pretty much the new things we've had. And also, I'm just going to talk about some of the new things that can help you as a business, some of the new things you need to also get to do as a business. And we always tell a lot of people, agency banking has moved from what it used to be 2 years ago. A lot of people understand that agency banking is super important to the economy. And COVID was a good example. Imagine everywhere had to close down, and we didn't have agents like you helping people get access to finance. I mean, things would have been way difficult, but it's a good thing that agency banking in Nigeria came at the right time. And before COVID, a lot of people were able to understand what agency banking is all about, and a lot of people right now understand what agency banking is all about, and are still going to understand. So on that note, there's still a lot to do for agents. There's a lot to do in terms of educating your customers, right? And I always tell these things to agents: you need to know how to educate your customers. If you can't educate your customers properly, they will come back with problems, right? The industry is designed in such a way that the processes around every financial technology is not totally different, right? It is not totally different, such that it's the same process, it's just a bit different. So when you talk about dispute resolution is the same thing. It's just that some of us have been able to take dispute resolution to another level by making sure that you can have automated responses to disputes. So for PayCentre today, when we started, we were doing dispute resolution, and our dispute resolution takes about 2 days or thereabout. But today, if you log a dispute of yesterday, it is possible that you get a response almost immediately. So you get a response as resolved, closed, or open, right? Most likely you don't even get open anymore, because it's either your ticket, either your dispute is something we will resolve for you, or something you have to go to the bank and fill a dispensary form for. And I always tell agents, if you do a transaction and you get debited once, or probably you did the transaction 3 times, all you need to do is log all 3 transactions, because at that point in time you might not really be able to tell which of the transaction was actually debited. So if you log these transactions, if you log all 3, we will use that to also help you check which one was actually debited, and if you can get the one that was debited, would immediately reverse your money back to your own position. So all of these simple and easy hints are what you should know as an agent, and with people like us, we are able to take that dispute to another level by making sure that when you log these disputes, you can get response as quick as possible. So I mean, that's pretty much on the things we've added. Another thing is also we are doing a video for our agent, and the video is going to kind of help you run through these new features on how to use them. So we'll have someone show you step by step on how to use all the new features, from how to even set up, I mean, for new people that are coming on board, how to set up as a new agent, what are the things you need to do. And with time, we are also working on something. There's a lot of things we're working on. We're also working on what we call an academy that allows you to understand the business, from how you be profitable, right? What are the things you need to do. A lot of agents just want to open location without understanding the key things they need to do, by making sure they have a strategic location, they have the right capital, they have the ideal customer relationship when it comes to managing their customers and all of those things. So all of these things are what we believe would help agents to be more successful. We'll package all of this together, and from your own application, it's a click away. You just go to PayCentre Academy and you'll be able to learn as much as you can. Right. So yeah, we have a whole lot of things. With time, we'll continue. This is an engagement we're starting with. At every point in time, when we update our application, or when we would push a new feature, we'll do this to make sure that agents are being enlightened. We'll discuss this, and also we'll let you know how all of this thing works. And so I'm going to try and take some of the questions, so we don't get to waste our time. It's very important that agents go back to their businesses, and I mean, they can attend to their customers. All right, so someone says, I need a POS. So if you need a POS, it's pretty straightforward. We have adjusted to the COVID situation. You can apply on our website, PayCentreAfrica.com. Just go there, fill a form. Someone will get in touch with you as soon as possible, right? If you're anywhere in Nigeria, we would send you the seminar. The seminar will get to you. And like I said, the video is there for you. We'll send you that link. You just see how to set up and become an agent, and also you learn on how to be profitable as a business. All right, so someone said, I really love the increase in withdrawal, which is fantastic. I kind of missed that. So yeah, I mean, we listen to our agents. It is very important. And we're concerned about security, and we are still concerned about security. But we've been able to put some things together to make sure that if an agent does a transaction that is suspected as fraudulent transaction, we can flag those kind of transactions, right? But the honest truth is, increasing the transfer limit allows agents that want to do as much as 100,000 naira to be able to do. We don't expect that kind of transaction to be too much, but if you have the opportunity to do that, the platform should be able to help you do that. But we didn't do that before because we didn't have that in place. But now we have that security in place. So if you see that the transaction is probably fraudulent, would flag it. All right, so I'm trying to read some of the questions so I don't miss out many questions. All right, someone was asking if it's instant credit. You are welcome. You are welcome to the best platform. So PayCentre does instant crediting. There is no way you do a transaction on PayCentre we don't credit you instantly. Every withdrawal is credited into your position immediately. we understand how that is important to every agent, and we've been doing that for more than 3 years now, and we won't stop doing that. We'll always make sure that our solution meets our agent at the point of their need. All right, so someone said that we log dispute and they don't return money. Right, so it is very important to understand that dispute does not necessarily mean that funds will be you get the money back for everything. There are some disputes that you would probably not get funds back, because we can identify that those disputes are probably not in our home position. As in, with time, I'm going to explain how this architecture works, right? And it's pretty straightforward. I think I'll just quickly address that right now. You know, when you move money from point A, which is bank A, to bank B, there needs to be a confirmation from bank A for you to get the money to bank B, and there are guys in between that allows you to route that transaction. So when you are moving the money from point A, it is possible that before the money talks to point B, there's a network failure. What that means is that money did not leave point A. So there is no way the money will definitely get to point B. So for situations like that, if you log it as a dispute, we can resolve it because the money did not get to point B and we are at point B. So point A is where the money is, which is why most times it's always advisable that you go back to your bank and fill a dispense error form. And you people need to listen to this. It is important that you tell your customers to fill a dispense error form. If you go to a bank and you complain about disputes, the only thing your bank can do is to look at your bank statement, and all they will see there is a debit, right? If you don't fill a dispense error form, they might not follow up on that transaction until you fill a dispense error form before you can say, okay, you can be rest assured that something will happen. And trust me, like I said, if the money leaves point A and gets to point B, we will definitely refund the money back to our own agent, and we trust our own agents that they will handle that with the customers. So this is a feature that we use in building customer relationship. It is very important that your customer trusts you enough to always come back. I know a lot of people out there today that they are so familiar with the dispute, and anytime they want to do transaction, they are saying that I want to use that blue POS. I mean, it's something we are also proud of, and also we want our own agents to be proud of that by making sure that this information is something that their own customers also understand, which is why I said agency banking, there's a lot of education to be done. And for you as an agent, you need to educate your customer. Your ability to educate your customer would make the job very, very interesting. There are a lot of customers today, and you know, because we are dealing with money, it is very, very sensitive. Once there's anything, a lot of people don't even want to hear anything, and they just go haywire. I mean, they want to scatter everywhere and all of that. But the more we educate these people, the better it is for us. All right, someone said I've used log as ticket and some. Oh, okay. So you logged your ticket and you've not gotten a response yet. All right. I apologize about that, but would follow up to make sure that all the tickets are logged within the next 24 hours are being cleared. You know, with this new feature, a lot of people are I realize that a lot of people are just testing it. A lot of people are just sending in different things. They just want to see how it works and all that. So we have a lot of tickets, and we are working on it to make sure that we resolve everything. But a lot of people, I'm impressed I'm impressed with how people are trying to test the app. I mean, it's a good thing. Please keep testing. But a lot of people are actually making our ticket platform a lot, but which is reducing our response time. But with time, we expect that by the time we start getting the actual tickets, we'll be able to resolve all of it. Please, okay. For AEDC, it's something we are working on. Like I said, for every feature going forward, we'll always bring it here so that our agents are aware of what we're doing. So AEDC is something we're working on. We'll make sure AEDC is available as soon as possible. All right, so for cardless withdrawal, a lot of you are going there already. You are testing the feature already. I will tell you coming soon. Coming soon is not the next app update. Coming soon is as close as next week. What we've been able to do is to add close to 10 banks, but now we have some new banks in Nigeria, and we don't want a situation whereby our agents cannot use some banks. So we are trying to clean up the other banks, and within today and next week, you can start enjoying the cardless withdrawal. Trust me, no transaction must go unanswered. So if your customer is coming to your location, if they are forgetting their cards, don't tell them, don't worry, right? With their phone, they can start transacting and they can start getting their cash. So this is a major feature. Immediately it comes on, we're going to also educate you. Also, the video that is coming will also help us understand how the cardless withdrawal also works. All right, so why did we stop loan? Trust me, we didn't stop loan. Loan is coming back soon. There's a lot of things we are doing around loan. When we started loan, we were catering for our premium and partner agents, but we had to step down because we wanted to consider other guys that are not even up to that category. So loan will come back very soon, and by the time loan comes back, a lot of people will be able to apply for loan. And trust me, if you apply for loan, you have to be a super PayCentre agent. We are not going to give loans to people that are not with us. I mean, our loans are available for only our agents, and the loan is supposed to help you improve your business. And trust me, as a business, if you do more, you will earn more, right? If you get our loan and use it to transact, you will definitely make more money. So I'm just trying to make sure that I don't miss out on any question. All right, so someone said I've registered since last month and you have not gotten your device. First thing, I'm surprised and I have to apologize on behalf of PayCentre. And honestly, your device should have gotten to you. We have applied online. We brought in terminals on Monday, and we've moved as much as 2,000 terminals out. So it's probably your terminal is probably on its way. As soon as the delivery guys gets to you or the delivery company gets to you, they'll put a call through and you will probably get your terminal. So yeah, PayCentre will definitely deliver your terminal to you. So if you have registered, have not gotten your PIN pad, make sure you've made payment. So there's a immediately you register, there's an information, someone gets in touch with you, you provide the necessary KYC, your customer details. As soon as you do that, you are required to make payment. Immediately you make payment, within 3 days, you'll get your terminal based on the location. If you're in Lagos and you want to come down to the office at Yaba, you're very much welcome, but we don't encourage that because of COVID. We'll definitely get this terminal across to you as soon as possible. All right, when are we going to increase transfer limit? A lot of people asked before we did the withdrawal. We are trying to also make sure we put some things in place. As soon as we do, we'll try and we'll consider increasing transfer limit, but for now it remains what it is. All right, so I see a lot of delays in getting PIN pad. Like I said, the delivery company, it takes them between 3 to 5 days based on the location. So definitely your PIN pads will get to you before, today's Wednesday, before Friday, trust me. So cardless withdrawal, we talked about that already. All right, so someone is asking, does ticketing work for funds transfer? Yes, it does. The only thing Logaz ticket doesn't work for is the cash out transaction, which is the withdrawal transaction. So if you do a cash out, if you do a funds transfer transaction, if you do an agent transfer, if you do bill payments from anything, GoTV, DSTV, electricity, you can log all of those things as ticket. And the reason why we are not doing that for withdrawal is, for withdrawal, most of the things that will probably happen is the debit issue in terms of dispute. So we already have log as dispute that helps you treat that automatically. So it is automated process and it's done worst case within 24 hours. All right, so if you want to become an agent, it's pretty straightforward. Go to our website, paycentreafrica.com. Visit that website. You see instructions on how to become agent. You can register immediately to become an agent. And when you register, fill in your details. Someone will get in touch with you. For us, we always want to know if you understand what the business is all about. We just don't want to give our terminals to people that don't understand the business. You have to understand what the business is all about. You also understand the risks involved in the business. You also have to understand how profitable the business is. And we believe that the major things for agency banking, if you don't get it right as an agent, you might probably not get the business right. Right? A lot of people have gone into agency banking business today, and a lot of people are nowhere today, and a lot of people have also gone into agency banking business today with one location, and as I speak with you, they have as much as 25 locations, but those guys are guys that understand what it takes to be successful in this business. So we try to make sure that we engage our agents to make sure that they understand what the business is all about. So PayCentre transfer for Providence Bank, yes, that Providence Bank will be added to the list. We just got that information. Alright, so is it possible to log as dispute if the customer has gone to the bank? We always advise our customers, if you have to take one. If you are going to tell the customer to go to the bank, it is fine. Tell the customer to go to the bank. But at the same time, you can also log it as dispute. If you log it as dispute, it's fine also. If you log it as dispute before it gets to the bank, we give a response. Immediately we know what the status is. And I always advise agents, immediately you know there is a disputed transaction, log it with PayCentre immediately. If the customer still goes to the bank, it's also fine. Right, what we've done today is even the application can as well tell you if the issue has been reported at the bank. So we've built our system to be that intelligent enough to help you get the actual status of the transaction. But most times we encourage our agents to make sure that these transactions are logged with PayCentre first. So on how to become an agent, just go to PayCentre. Alright, for POS machine, yes, we now have POS. POS are available. If you need to get a POS as an already existing agent, you know what to do. You can send us a message and we'll send it to you. And as a new business, go to our website and go and fill a form. Alright, I can see some very interesting encouragement here. We'll continue to work to make sure that you have the best solution possible. So also just to mention on PayCentre today, if you have a transaction, most likely the electricity, if you don't have the token, all you need to do is go to the history. When you get to the history of the transaction, just do a refresh, right? That refresh button there automatically returns the token, so you can copy out the token. And don't forget, it is only prepaid. I see a lot of people that try to do postpaid. PayCentre presently we don't do postpaid, we only do prepaid. So prepaid, all you need is a token. For postpaid, you probably don't need token. Most likely that transaction will fail. So please, agent, take notes. All right. No, but I know you can get a mobile printer. The mobile printer can be connected to the application, and you can print from the application. So mobile printers are available. I know they are available as cheap as 15,000 or thereabout. So if you have that, you can just get that, and it works with the application. So withdrawal limit, we talked about that. Our withdrawal limit now is 200,000. So you can withdraw as much as 200,000. Alright, so someone is asking for more knowledge about the cardless withdrawal. So the cardless withdrawal is some sort of It's a solution that allows people that don't have card to make withdrawal. So what you need today, just like you have the USSD, is you just dial the USSD code, right? On the application, a code is being generated by the agent and given to the customer. So customer dials the bank code. So for example, if I have a GTB, for example, I dial 737 star 000 star, whatever code the customer gives to you. Immediately you dial that, you put the hash button, you follow the instruction from your own application. So the customer actually initiates the transaction, but all the agent does is to give the transaction code to the customer, and immediately the transaction is successful. The agent is being alerted, an agent's position is credited, an agent can as well just give cash to the customer. So it's pretty straightforward. The experience is fantastic, and trust me, from next week, most of us that are going to be doing cardless withdrawal would enjoy that. So for the PIN pad, for the delays, I would like to apologize again. Your PIN pads will be delivered before Friday. Trust me, the guys are working to make sure that you have this as soon as possible. So yeah, most of our questions will be answered. I can see some of our colleagues can see some of the questions being answered already. Please, guys, we are here to serve you best, and I would like to say thank you for your time. This is the first of its kind. For every feature we would make sure that we keep serving you guys with how it works, and also make sure that we give you the right features to make sure that you can grow as a business. It is very important that you understand how the things you need to put together to be successful as a business. On that note, I would like to say thank you and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.